everyone. Welcome to Mission to Inspire. My name is Shola Ajibade, and I've got a special guest with us today. Her name is Mrs. Shalewa Onayemi, popularly known and called Shally. Hi, Shally. How are you? Welcome.
I'm fine, thank you.
I will do a short intro of Shally. So Shally is the owner of Claudia's Zone, KZ by Shally, the Yum Cuisine, Niger Entrepreneurial Canada, and Mom Affairs NG. All this has a presence on Instagram. So if you want to connect with her, you need to go on Instagram and connect with Mama Shally. Shally was recently awarded the Community Personality Award for 2021 by Canada Vendors. In 2022, she was nominated as a Black Community Impact Women of Influence by the Unmax Your Beauty community in Calgary, still in Canada. And lastly, she has also been nominated as a Canadian Women Entrepreneur by Royal Bank of Canada and WOI Global, an award which recognizes the top 25 female entrepreneurs in Canada. Well done, girl.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you.
Well done. All these awards and nominations in Canada, how did you do it?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I just put in my best and I leave the rest to God. I moved to Canada in 2018. I've been here I'm not even 4 years yet in Canada, right? So yeah, so I just try to apply myself, as much as I can. I try to contribute to my community, and here we are.
That's so great. That's so great. That's so great. So you've got how many pages on your Instagram platform? I can see you've got so many pages on there. You've got so many brands that you're running.
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm running about 4 or 5 pages.
Okay.
Including my personal page as well. Yes.
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about your brands on Instagram?
Yes, sure. Absolutely. So Claudia's Zone by Shally is a clothing store, an online clothing store where I sell Afro-inspired clothing and accessories,
Right.
jewelries and shapewear, because I want every woman to feel confident in whatever they wear while representing my African background, of course. I'm merging that into the Canadian culture as well. So that's the story behind Claudia's Zone by Shally. The Yum Cuisine is my food blog page where I share, everything food related, from, yummy food pictures, recipes. I sell email plans on that page. I do brand influencing, I do promotions, advertisements, all on that page as well. Right. And then we have Entrepreneurial Canada, which is a community of Nigerian-owned businesses in Canada. As someone who has a business as well in Canada, I understand the struggles that we all go through. And so I decided to create a platform that will provide visibility for different Nigerian brands across Canada. Mom's Affair NG, on the other hand, is my mom blog where I share everything related to motherhood from, bump to birth and beyond, really. So yeah, I just try to apply myself in different aspects of life, things that I do, things I can relate with: motherhood, cooking, community, fashion, and instead of ordering all these resources and information to just myself, I feel, why not just share, right? So
yeah. Wow. That's really good though, because then you're not yes, you're sharing the knowledge that you have with your community, which is really, really good. Yes. Also, I could see because I do follow you a lot on Instagram, and I know that you influence as well. So can you tell us a little bit about
Okay.
your influencing?
Yes, I do that. I do that mostly on the Yum Cuisine page. So on that page, I promote other brands as well. Yum Cuisine currently has almost 6,000 followers, and so I feel like it's a place where people can actually get visibility for their brands. And
Right.
so, yeah, I decided to start doing influencing on that page, and so far so good. It's been really nice.
Yes.
It's been really interesting, and I really enjoy doing it, to be honest. So yeah, it's good to be able to provide a platform really where people can connect with their next clients and customers, as the case may be.
So do other brands come to you and ask you to promote their brands and stuff? Because I see you do stuff on that page actually where you promote other brands on your Instagram platform.
Yes, I do that. So I do that. I do advertisements, I do influencing, I do brand promotions, whatever it is, really, there's a way we can always work around it. But I promote other brands on the Yum Cuisine as well as Ninjapreneur. The only difference is that with Ninjapreneur, it is centered on Nigerian owned businesses in Canada, right? So
Okay,
if you're
yeah.
looking to target, like Nigerian businesses in Canada, that is the place for you. For example, someone who is into maybe exports, right? And
Right.
is not even based in Canada.
Yeah.
Ninjapreneur could be your target audience. But Yum
Mm,
Cuisine, on the other hand, is mostly the end users that are there. So it's mostly the
right.
customers that you want to reach, the clients that you
Okay.
need to reach. So
Yes.
I am like that, bridge in the middle, and I try to promote this brand to my audience. Yeah.
Right. Okay. 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 So, what's the inspiration behind all this?
Honestly, I'd say my entrepreneurship spirit I got from my parents. As a
Mhm.
child growing up, my mom was an entrepreneur. My dad
Mm,
was working, but at the same time, he had several business ventures. And I
right.
always admired that. I couldn't wait, for that day when I'd be able to be working and have my businesses. And thankfully, we're there now.
Right.
Thankfully, we're there now.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's what your inspiration is your parents, basically.
Absolutely, yes. They
Oh.
influenced me positively. Just watching them as I was growing, it really,
Mhm.
really, 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 really inspired me.
Mm.
And well, you know me because you're my sister. I've been doing business since I was in secondary school. Since I was in secondary school, I would sell literally anything in boarding house, like
That's true.
any single thing I could sell, right? Yeah, so
Yeah, that's true.
it's almost
And
inbuilt.
in the university as well. I know
Yes,
you're the go-to person.
I sure was. I sure was. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So, in doing all this that you're doing, have you experienced any challenge? Because I know that sometimes especially when you're trying to do things online, there might be challenges because sometimes you're doing it and it's a very lonely place sometimes. It's a very lonely place
Yeah.
sometimes. And it's not like when you go to the marketplace, you've got your shop, you've got other people supporting you. You're there, you're
Very
online,
true.
you're trying to, influence people, you're trying to bring people together, you're trying to sell your stuff and promote your brand as well. So how have you overcome all the challenges that you've experienced? I'm sure you must have experienced some challenges.
Yes, I have. I have, honestly. One of the major challenges I've experienced would be, connecting with people because, like you said, it is online. You don't see most of these people that you connect with, that you engage with. You don't know them, they don't know you. How do
No,
they even know you're legit to start with? How
exactly.
are you able to project yourself, your brand in a way that people would see you and believe in what you're doing?
Yes, yes.
So honestly, the way I've been able to overcome that is consistency,
Right.
right? If I was a fraud, I wouldn't come out every single day and just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I'm not here to swindle anybody. I'm just one hardworking lady trying to just do what she loves and everything. So
Mm.
consistency is one of the things that has kept me going. Another thing is, engagement can be really discouraging, especially when you're starting out afresh. And then you take your time to post this wonderful picture and nobody's liking it, nobody's commenting on it. And you begin to self-doubt yourself, like, am I even doing it right? Am I supposed to be in this business at all? Yeah. So, but then again, I just keep going. I just keep doing what I'm doing. And the truth is, it gets to a point when people just start to notice that brand.
Yes. Yeah.
Word of mouth and referrals, they just come back to help you at the end of the day, to be honest. Like, I'll just say I keep doing what I can in the best way I can. And then when I encounter people that experience my service and really like what they've seen, they get to
Yes.
tell other people. And those people come back again, and then that's just how it keeps going, honestly. The social media world, especially Instagram, you're right, it can be a lonely one. You could feel like you've done everything and nothing is working out. But just keep at
Exactly.
it. Just keep at it. Consistency, that's it. I'll give you an example with the Yum Cuisine page. When I started,
Yeah.
I wasn't really getting likes. Nobody knew me. I was a new immigrant in Canada, right? I didn't
Right.
even have friends per se. So I'm just here on this street trying to relate with strangers, looking for like-minded people.
Exactly.
And so I just kept doing my thing. And I guess when people just realized, okay, this girl or this babe, she's actually legit. She knows what she's doing. She has a vision. She has a mission.
Yeah.
And they see that, okay, she's also here to help people and everything. I think that was just it, honestly.
Exactly.
And I can almost say I blinked and I went from 1,000 to where we are now, because it was just 2 years ago, I had just 1,000 followers, really. So it took me almost a year plus to get there.
Yeah.
And then from when I got to that point where people could actually recognize what I was doing and see what my brand actually stood for and stands for till date, the growth has now been much better.
Right.
So I think people just need to really see what you're doing. And that's where consistency comes in.
That is true. Very true. Very true. And one thing about trying to promote anything on social media, because they don't have that physical connection with you, is building that relationship on trust, on like. So they have to see you come out every time. They have to see you posting every time. You have to be in their face sometimes.
True.
And they either like you or not like you. But then when they like you, then they trust you, then they like your brand. And then when they start to patronize you, then they, then see and know what your brand is all about. So yes, you're very, very, very right. You're very right. You're very, very right. That is so good. So when did you start? Your entrepreneurship? Because you're my sister, rightly, as you said, and I know you, and I saw you grow up, and I know that you've always been entrepreneur anyway, since when you were little. But when did you actually start as a business?
Well, I'd say as a business in Canada, I'd like to limit it to that because if we want to go all the way back,
no, you don't want to go all the way back
today.
In Canada,
as a business in Canada, yes, I would say I officially started business in 2018.
Okay.
September, yes,
right.
And I started with the Yum Cuisine, and then moved on to also continue Clothier Zone by Shally, because I already had that from Nigeria. But of course, when I got here, I stopped for a bit because new country, new people, I had to understand, what's my target market? What do I even want to sell on this platform and everything?
Yes,
so,
yes.
I officially started every single thing I'm doing now in 2018.
Okay, that's good. So basically, when you got to Canada in 2018, you started, but truthfully, you've been doing it all along anyway. So it's something that is inbuilt in you. When you go to Canada, you can't just put it aside.
No, 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 I couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't. Yeah.
So how do
And
you go
I,
on? Go
no,
on.
okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was just going to say, and then Entrepreneurial actually started like maybe 14 months ago. It's still pretty new.
Right.
But because of that existing trust, like you rightly said,
Yeah.
because I've been able to, build a community on Yum Cuisine, on other pages. So when I
Yeah.
started Ninjapreneur, the love was just overwhelming. And, everybody willingly came and followed, and, they've been a part of the journey. And
Yes.
we recently just hit 3,000 followers as well on that page, or rather
Wow.
3,000 community members strong. Yes.
Mhm.
So it's amazing. The growth has been really amazing, I must say. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. It's amazing. It's amazing to see your community grow, because you are one of those that I reckon with from the start. So it's like I know you from zero, growing all the way.
Exactly.
So yes, it's really amazing how you did that. So I
Thank
know
you.
you work in the corporate world. So how are you
Yes,
handling
I do.
it?
Well, honestly, everything has been good. I have to be honest with you. Merging my corporate life, my professional life, and my business
Mhm.
has never been something that I struggle with, because,
Okay.
like I said, I've always done this even way back in Nigeria. And here, though, I'd say it's a bit easier because on Fridays, for instance, I close at 1 p.m. So that
Oh,
gives me ample time to go and take care of deliveries, like everything I need to ship out. I
uh-huh.
just rush straight and go and post out everything that needs to go. So that Friday, that 2 to 5 window is like, it's just
Mm,
bliss, because my business has my attention 100%. And because I run my business online as well, I'm able to fulfill orders at any time,
that's
right? So if somebody was to order today, I don't mind staying up extra hours just to put everything and package it and have it ready to be
mhm.
shipped out like the next day or the day after, whatever the case may be. Yeah. So honestly, I wouldn't. It hasn't been difficult in any way. I have to be honest. It has been easy because it is online, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
and also because it's a growing business, right? So it's not like I
right.
have to fulfill 1,000 orders
No.
um alongside my job, right? So
Mm,
yeah.
mm, 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 mm. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. So, can you, give us any recommendations, any inspiration for viewers out there who, especially, they might be in a corporate world, they might be working, and they have a vision to start a business, but they don't know how to do it because they're working full-time, and you're working full-time, and but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to start. They need inspiration to start. Can you any recommendation, advice, any inspiration?
Yeah, sure. Well, the first thing I would say is find a business you're passionate about,
Right.
because the truth is sometimes it stresses you out. You get to that point where you begin to wonder, why am I even doing this? Right. So, what keeps you going is your passion for that business. And
Mm,
that's why I'm only involved in things that I enjoy doing. So that when
right.
I get to that point where, that frustration wants to set in, I'm reminded of my why. Why did I start this in the first place?
Mhm.
And that just helps me, research and do what I have to do.
Yeah.
Another thing I would say is try to find a balance,
Okay.
right? Try to
Yeah.
find a balance.
Mhm.
Find something that you can handle. Don't, look at other people and compare yourself with them and feel like, oh, she's doing it, I can do it. You don't
No.
know the backstory. You don't know what they're struggling with. You don't know. So
Mm,
find what you can handle.
mm,
You could decide to do a model, like online model, like I'm doing right now, because I'm able to manage that easily. Imagine if I had like a physical store that I had to go to every day. That
mm.
would be overwhelming. I get off work at
Yes.
5. I pick up
Yes.
my kids, feed them dinner, then I have to go to some store to go
Mm,
and process what
go.
would have. It would
Yeah.
be it will be too much for, yeah. So
Mm,
just find a balance and find what you enjoy doing, and make sure that whatever it is that you choose to do, you're passionate about it. It will keep you going no matter what. At the end of the day, you will be fine. Don't be discouraged. because in business there are days that you're just like, what? But just keep the hope alive. Just keep doing what you're doing, and it would pay off at the end of the day, honestly. Honestly.
All right. Thank you so much. But before you go, obviously, our viewers out there, we want to know if they want to connect with you, how can they connect?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at the_yum_cuisine. So at the Yum Cuisine, or at Ninjapreneur Canada. That's another place you can find me. And for my fashion store is at KZ_Shally. KZ_BY_Shally. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. But totally connect with me on Instagram. Trust me, you're in for a ride. You will love my content so much. You'll be hooked.
I know. I do see all those yummy those yummy dishes that you put on there, and sometimes my mouth just, my saliva runs, my tummy, and I'm thinking, this girl is making me hungry now.
Oh my.
And I must comment, because not because you're my sister, but I do see what you do, and I do see you collaborating with other brands on there as well. So that's really good. That spirit, that community spirit is there all the time. Okay, that's very, very good. So, but before you go, lastly, again, one more thing. I know you've got family. You've got a young family, and you're married as well. And aside your corporate world, there are family people out there, people who have family, who are married, have kids, and they're finding it difficult to start something, to start a journey. So they have that aspiration, they have the vision, but they're finding it difficult to start one way or the other. But here you are, and you've got children. I know you've got 2 lovely children there. So can you advise our viewers how to go about it?
Okay. First thing is, if you're thinking of maybe migrating, for example, with your family, and you're thinking of starting a business and all of that, and you have doubts, please don't be deterred by that. You can absolutely do it. You will do it. Every one of us doing it. We do not have 2 heads. No. We just have what we have, and then we have God. Yes. Honestly, that is something I should have been emphasizing all the way, honestly, because it's just God and God's grace, right? That's the number one thing. And then after that, when you do move here, find a balance. I cannot overemphasize that thing. Finding a balance to how you would run things is actually the way you would succeed, to be honest. For me, for example, when I recently got here, I had 2 babies under 3. I had a newborn and a 3-year-old. It was it was a lot. So I had to, of course, put the toddler in the daycare and everything, and so just find a way that the community is built in a way that there are facilities that you can make use of to make your life easy. Yes. Some may cost you money, right? A little bit, but you may have to overstretch yourself when necessary and adjust when necessary, but just find the right balance. That's just the truth. And trust God, and honestly, you will be fine. And find a community. Remember, no man is an island. There are days where maybe you have to go for an interview, for example, assuming you'll have your kids at home with you, right? If you don't know anybody, if you don't have where to put them, how do you go for that interview? The world wasn't always this way, where we do everything virtually. We used to go in for interviews, and with the economy opening up now and everything, chances are things will go back to the way they used to be. So try to find a community, make friends when necessary, and just find at the end of the day, honestly, just find a balance. You have to somehow, and you'll do fine. Don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I tell people, I'm always like, honestly, sis, I feel like God will never give us more than we can bear. We just need to look inward and look around. The solution is right there. You just find a way to figure it out. So it may look like a lot. It may look like, oh no, why me? Or how can I handle this?
Yes.
But the spirit, the strength to actually handle it is inbuilt. We just need to find it through God, honestly. Yeah.
Yes. So there it is. You've heard it all. That we need to commit everything to God. With God, He will strengthen us to do all things. And also that no man is an island, and we need to we need that, we need to connect to our community. We need to connect to people around us, because we need each other to build each other, basically. So you've heard it all from Shally Ho. Thank you so much for coming on our show. And that is it tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I had a great time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And there is it. Bye, everyone. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.